previous video, we just learned about the user-defined function blocks, and we just previously created a default starter user-defined function block that's all with the Boolean inputs. So now we are going to create an integer function user-defined function block that I am going to create an average block, and this will be finding an average of three numbers. So that is my question, and create an average user-defined function block with three inputs. And I'm going to create one function block with ladder and OK. And in this thing I'm going to feed the inputs. So input will be in 1, I call it in 1, and this will be not boolean, that will be integer. So int integer, and this will be, no, I'm not creating this in integer, that will be a real. So I can use the real numbers or the point numbers. So in 1, here I'm using in 2, so, and also in 3, in 3. So 3 inputs I have, and I'm going to put an add block. So with these 3 input I'm going to use an addition block. So I'm using a function block or an empty block, and I can search for ADD, so the addition block. So that's it. So 2 inputs and we are getting an output, and I have 3 inputs, so I'm entering my first 2 in 1. So in 1 and in 2 will be added, and that should be added in where? In another input. Okay, that means in any other things, like I just need an in out. That means this output should be added again for the next operation. That means I have 3 inputs. I do have only 2 input for the addition block. So I'm using an in out. So in out will be temporary, something like that. So not in out, I'm using a temporary variable. So that will be the first addition of 2. So add2 I call it, and that should be real. So these 2 things will be added and stored in add2. So add2, and I'm using another block that will be for the next addition. So add and enter. So the next addition will be happening, add2 will be added with in 3. So first 2 result will be adding with in 3, in 3. So I just used in 3, and the result will be stored in another temporary variable because it's not the final result. I'm just using the addition only. I do have to divide by 3 for getting the average of 3s. So that will be another temporary variable, that will be add final, add add final, and that also real. So I'm using as addf. I'm using for storing the total sum, and also I'm using one more thing for dividing this. So div, I call it divide, and this divide will be doing the RF divided by 3. So I can use addf, the complete addition result divided by 3. I can give the 3 directly, 3.0, and the output will I have to define for now. So I'm going to define my output on top, that will be the average, average, average. So that will be also in real. So this will be the average. So that's it. So now I'm going to show you with 3 blocks. If you want to add more than 3, we have to add up new the addition blocks and the temporary variables also. Okay, whatever, I don't care. I'm just going to the main block and just placing the function block, drag and drop here, and creating a function data block. That's it. 3 inputs and 1 average. That's it. So let's have some inputs right here. That will be MD0, that will be real. Okay, MD0, MD4 and MD8. So for giving the real values and stores the values in MD12. So this is it. So 3 inputs and we'll be getting the average over here in the point values. So I'm just loading this thing, the whole things, overwrite, and take an action, reinitialize, load. So just going through this block and I'm going online. Yeah, now we are online mode and I just want to add up some more things right here for giving the input feeds. So inserting bit memory, bit again, and again a bit memory. So that will be MD0, and here I'm using MD4 and the MD8 and also the MD12 bit memory, MD12, MD12. So that is it. So I'm just using the real here, and everything will be real. So I'm adding some values like 5, and here I'm be 2.7, and here it will be 8.5. So we'll be getting 5.0 plus 2.7 plus 8.5 divided by 3, will be getting 5.4 right here. That is the user defined function block for the average.